Guys, welcome to another video tutorial with Mr. Lee. In today's video tutorial, we are going to be actually retrieving our categories from the database and showing it in our web application here. So first of all, you go to your index, that's the view, the page returning the view for your categories, the first page of your category, and we are going to actually create a variable here called categories to store all the categories from the database. In order to get categories from database, we are going to be using the category model. And the category model, we are going to be getting the latest, and we are going to get latest, and we are going to use get. Now, this latest method that is here is actually instead of me using latest here, let me actually let me order by name ascending, and I can actually remove the latest sha. So the it will be coming by the name in an ascending order for the meantime. Actually, peradventure you are confused on how to get all these methods or how to retrieve data from database using models. Now, the general name for this is actually called Eloquent. Basically, you can go to your Laravel documentation. For now, we are using Laravel 12. So by the left-hand side, you're going to see Eloquent ORM, and you will see Getting Started. If you click on Getting Started, on the right-hand side there, you scroll down, you see on the part of retrieving single models. So you can actually see various methods. There's the part for find, there's the part for where, first. There's something I'm looking for here. Let's say retrieving aggregates. Yeah. So let's hear your counting. Let's look out for the one we were using. Um, Retrieving models. So look at order by, the one actually we used. I'm looking for the one specifically we used. I mean, have something like that in this particular edition where you have flight where active is equal to one, order by name. So we actually had ascending, but they didn't put it, they limit it to 10. That should take only 10 items, and they put a get. So the get method is used for actually for collections. So there are everything about ORM is here. So for example, like this, like I said, the get method is used for collections. For example, the this thing we did about let's say look at the part of um let's look out for the part of creating, the part of creating. Okay, let's see retrieving or creating. So you can actually see other methods. First of create, um let's see the part where you want to actually insert. Part of inserting, look at the create method we use to insert. um Look at the stuff method we also use. So everything actually is on your documentation. The part where you want to actually update, we would actually be doing update also. Look at update or create. We are going to be using most of these methods. So but basically they are also in this Laravel documentation. So it's not a rocket science. Most of the stuff I'm going to be using here are all inside of the documentation. So the moment I actually store this category, I use ORM to retrieve this from the database and store it inside the category. For me to pass it into this view page, I have to use compact method. So in the compact method, I'm going to call the name of the variable, which is categories. Then inside my edition, I'll actually first of all look out for the table I want to put these stuffs in. So you see categories, date, status. So let's look out for that table. So we come to this part here. We look out for categories, date, and status. Now you can actually see the table body has table rows. So each of these table rows, we have about each of them represents each of the rows inside this table. So I'm going to collapse almost all of them. I'm not going to be using all of them. I'm just going to be using one of them because we are going to be getting the items from database and not statically type items. We want to actually make these items dynamic. So I leave one of them and I put my cursor on the second one, and I hold down the shift key and I click to the end. I've highlighted all of them. I clicked on backspace and I've deleted it. So this one that is remaining, what we are going to do here is that we are going to be actually using a for each loop. So I use a B for each. For you to be able to use B for each, you must have Laravel extension pack. So we have B for each categories as category. So inside this, we actually going to paste this T table row here, and instead of the general medicine, we are going to be using the category. To access the column of the category, use an arrow, category name. To this is date. So for us to use date in this, we are going to be using the created at timestamp. So we are going to be using it like this: category arrow created at underscore at hyphen format. We are going to format it to the way it is here. They have the day first, which is D, and they have the month, and they have the year. So we are going to use DMY. So we can remove this. And the next thing here is the status. So we are going to actually put category arrow status. And I think that's it. If we come back and we refresh, you're going to see education status is active. You can see the date it was created, 18th October 2025. So we've been able to successfully retrieve our data from database. So basically, let's add one more category here. Let me call it art, and let me give it active. Let me save changes. When I come back, you see art has been added. Let me add science, and let me click on save changes. It has been added. Let me add something like culture. So automatically, this is actually retrieving the database, the data from the database, and you can see the this thing we use where we put order by name ascending. You can see that the name is in an ascending order. You see art before you see culture, before education, before you see science. And the reason is if we actually had used latest, let me use instead of order, let's use latest. If you use latest will bring out the latest one you just uploaded. So you can see we uploaded culture as the last thing and culture is coming out. So let me stick to order by for this particular case. So that'll be it for this video. Do well to like, share, subscribe, comment, and also hit the notification bell to get notified each time I do a new video. So on the next tutorial, we are going to be looking at how to update our category. Thank you for staying to this time. See you in my next video.